In the top seed out of Brooklyn, New York, Darrel, and of course the number 3 seed, Dennis Samsel. And there's the handshake, and this one is for all the dough, as they say, $250,000 to the winner.
Danny, I'm nervous already just watching this, and I'm not even bowling for $250,000. My heart's going so fast already.
I know one thing. If either one of these guys needs an accountant after this, I may go to school.
Both young guys, too. Amazing.
And they got good nerves, probably, huh?
Well, they say youth will be served. A little off balance, but off balance just right.
Boy, he's thrown a lot of strikes here this afternoon.
Well, from that outside line with that soft speed that he has, you're going to get a lot of strikes. You get a lot of carries. He's got a nice carrying speed.
Well, as they say now, this 26-year-old electrician out of Brooklyn, New York, has been waiting in the wings, and he's had to practice and watch Samsel kind of beat a couple of different opponents, and this has got to be tough to step up and throw the opening shot.
Has a nice, long, fluid swing. A lot of lift at the bottom of that swing. Gives it room.
Oh! Little cave-in action there on lane 22 as Darrel shakes his head, and I think he feels like, geez, I might have gotten away with one there.
Well, we saw Samsel hit there and get 6 one time, or 7. We saw Smyth hit there and get 6. So he hits in the same place and gets 10. Maybe that's why he's leading the tournament, huh?
Won 9 consecutive matches and was the only player in the original field to win all 9, and that's why he's the top seed.
And we should mention here that that Darrel needs to win just 1 match, and he can afford to lose a match, though. Samsel has to beat him twice. But Darrel would like to get it over right now and finish it all up.
I have a feeling you might be right. He likes that shot. Oh, ho, ho! A little late trip of the 4-pin. And so the big guy from Brooklyn's out with a quick double.
And that was hard to do this week, Dan. There weren't a lot of trip 4s out there. I mean, that 4-pin was very tough to knock down on that first shot. But he gets a good break and trips it out of there, takes a 10-pin lead right away, smacks those hands. Needs something to get him loose. He seems a little tense yet, but I would be too.
Yeah. It's understandable. Plenty of room on the right-hand lane and a little bit of a half hit, and the 10-pin decides to stand.
And when that happens, Dan, it means usually that you just quite get the lift with your fingers that you're looking for, and that 6-pin tells you because it's not alive coming out of that channel. And so Samsel, you know, just a little nervous. He squeezed that ball a little bit more. Again, understandable.
Yeah, Mike, in using a glove like that and not using one. Did you ever try that?
I put it down on my list, and that's something I'm definitely going to try. See how it works.
Well, after watching Mr. Samsel mow through the field here today, you may wear a glove on both hands, right? Oh, brother. I know you've been wearing a glove on that left hand working on your golf game, huh?
Well, I'm participating anyway.
Okay.
Having a good time.
All right. Wipes off the ball. And Dennis Samsel guaranteed at least $100,000, but he's shopping for $250,000 here at Samstown.
Takes very little time. Very decisive what he wants to do. Blows him out of there and leaves the 7-pin.
I know you mentioned that, Mike. Is it not better at this point to maybe just get up there and throw up, because you aren't going to find it after you get up there?
Well, right now, you just stand up there a little longer, you're going to do nothing but get more nervous. So I'm sure that he's got the right philosophy right now.
Dennis dressed out in pink and says that he bowls best when he wears pink, and he's got those trousers on to give his knees a little room to knock, wouldn't you think?
He seems very calm and confident right now.
Well, when you bowled as well as he has all week long, that's understandable. But this young gentleman here, who works for his father, by the way, in Brooklyn, New York, is off and running with a double.
And you see he's playing with that thumb hole, Dan. Something almost all bowlers have tape in that thumb hole, and maybe the tape's just not in there quite right. He keeps playing with it. He's fiddling with getting that thumb, and the ball doesn't seem like he's comfortable with it. Free swing. Gives it room, a lot of room. Leaves that 10-pin. Boy, that ball came back a long way.
Just the way you used to throw it.
Oh, right.
You'd have been screaming for 7 at that point, huh? Boy, these kids are just so aggressive. Just that shot right there. I mean, you might have felt that it wouldn't have gotten back to the pocket, but that was back with plenty to spare.
I'll see if he can straighten it out here and make that 10-pin. See how he breaks his wrist and kind of changes his hand position to shoot this 10-pin. Throws it hard and straight at it and measures it just right.
Kind of saving the wood just a little bit, and Darrel keeps shaking his head, no, no, no. Meanwhile, he leads here in the championship game. And keep in mind, folks, they're bowling for $250,000 on top. Second place, just a paltry 100,000.
There he is playing with that thumb hole again. He's not comfortable with that ball right now. There's something wrong. Holds it over the air to dry out any moisture. Little tip for our players out there watching.
Imagine there's plenty of perspiration on those palms today.
There would be on mine, I know that. And high. Oh, my goodness, what is that? I can't see it yet. That is the 3, 4, 6, 7.
Let me pose this question to my analyst. How in the world do you make something like that with just one bowling ball?
Well, it's not as difficult as it looks. I mean, you move left and you shoot it like you would the baby split, which is the 310. You want to hit the 3-pin thin and slide it over into the 4-7, and the ball will take out the 6.
Sounds easy enough.
Gives it lots of room. Here it comes.
Oh, no. Well, the top seed showing why he ended up in that position. And we're in the championship match, and he leads by 7.